opportunity with the Cowboys that what followed was historic. When Aubrey stepped onto the field for the Dallas, expectations were cautions, but he quickly turned doubt into a dominance in the NFL, and during his rookie season, Aubrey set a multiple record, including a most consecutive made field goal to start a career, one of the highest field goal percentage in franchise history, consistent success from 15 yards, and near perfect extra point efficiency. He became an automatic scoring machine for the Dallas because of his skills in kicking off the ball, a weapon head coach Mike Scott could trust in high-pressure situations. His ability to remain calm in clutch moments dramatically changed the Cowboys' late-game strategy. Instead of forcing risky fourth-down attempts, so the Dallas could confidently take a point knowing Aubrey who would deliver the ball in the Dallas Cowboy. So the Dallas Cowboy is prioritized for this extension for Aubrey because the Cowboys front office understood something important, and elite kickers are rare. In today's NFL, where games are often decided by 3 points or fewer, having a dependable kicker in critical, Aubrey consistency provided offensive security, playoff reliability, long-range scoring flexibility, locker-room confidence. So the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, has frequently emphasized the importance of special teams in championship runs. With the Aubrey's extension, Dallas ensures they won't have to worry about the kicking position for the years to come. While the full financial breakdown includes performance incentives and granted money clauses, league sources indicated the extension make Aubrey one of the highest paid kicker in the NFL. This means if the Dallas Cowboys make an extension for Aubrey in the Dallas Cowboys, he will be the one of the highest paid kickers in the NFL. So there is key element of the deal reported on the Aubrey in the Dallas Cowboys. So the number one is multi-year extension in the Dallas Cowboys. This means the extension of long term in the Dallas Cowboys. Significant granted money for between the Dallas Cowboys and Aubrey's, and the performance-based bonuses in the Dallas Cowboys. So, in the long-term cap flexibility for the Dallas, the structure allows the Cowboys to maintain a roster building flexibility while rewarding Aubrey's for the elite performance. This is smart business move rather than waiting for a market to inflate kickers' salaries. Dallas acted early. Impact on the Cowboys championship window. The Cowboys are built to contend with a star player across the offense and defense. The margin of the error in the playoff is a razor thin. So, a reliable kicker wins across playoff games, reduces offensive pressure, and changes a defensive strategy. Forces opponent to respect a field position. In recent season playoff games across the NFL have repeatedly come down to late field goals. Dallas now enters a future postseason battles knowing they have one of the most dependable legs in football. Report from inside the Cowboys organizations describe Obles as a humble, disciplined, and team-oriented. A teammate respects his work ethics and composure. Veteran players have praised his preparation routine, his mental focus, his consistency under pressure when he is in the game, and his quiet leadership. A special teams coordinator, John Fazo, has also been instrumental in Obre's development, helping refine a technique and situational awareness. There is an underrated psychological component of having a great kicker. Opposing team knows that closing midfielder against a Dallas now come with a consequence. Even throwing a drive frequently end in point. That changes a defensive play calling and clock management. In tight game, confidence is everything, and Obre provides that a calm certainty. Comparing Obre to a net NFL kicker around the league, elite kickers such as Justin Tucker, Harrison Butker, and Evan Faison have proven that the position can directly impact a championship outcomes. Obre is rapidly entering that conversation. His combination of leg strength, accuracy, and composure suggests this extension could look like a bargain in just a few years. The Cowboys are clearly thinking a long-term to Oblaze, with a franchise pillars locked in at a quarterback, a defense, and now special teams. Dallas is creating a continuity, something that championship organization prioritize in the Dallas. So, rather than allowing uncertainty at a kicker, they have eliminated the questions entirely. This move sends a message. The Cowboys are serious about a winning now and sustaining a success. What comes the next for the Dallas Cowboys and the Brandon Oblaze? With his future secured, Obre can focus entirely on his performance. Expected the Dallas to continue learning on his long-range ability, especially in high-pressure divisional games, a prime-time matchups, a playoff pushes, and late-game scenarios. The extensions remove distractions and reinforces stability heading into upcoming season in the Dallas. By concluding this Brandon Obre's contract extension, the Brandon Obre's contract extension is not just a reward for this player, Brandon Obre's. It is a strategic investment. The Dallas Cowboys understand that a championship are often decided by the smallest details. In today's NFL, 3 points can define a season for any team in the NFL. By securing one of the league's most reliable kickers,
the Cowboys reduced the immediate salary cap impact for the several players by pushing some of that money into future seasons. One of the most notable examples involves Dak Prescott. Originally, Prescott was secured to earn $40 million this season in base salary. However, after the restructuring, his base salary has reportedly been reduced to around $1.8 million for the current season. The remaining amount has been converted into signing bonus that will be distributed across the future season for the salary cap purposes. It is very important to note that Prescott is not losing money. He is still receiving the same total value of his contract. These adjustments only changes how that money is counted against the team's salary cap. The same general financial strategy was used for CeeDee Lamb and Tyler Smith by converting portions of their base salaries into bonuses. The Cowboys lowered their immediate cap numbers for this season. This approach gives the team more financial flexibility right now, which could be extremely important as free agents approach. The Cowboys clearly believe that having available cap space today is more valuable than worrying about the potential cap challenge in the future season. However, these moves may only be the beginning. Jerry Jones recently spoke with the reporters during the annual NFL Scouting Combine. He suggests that more contract restructure could happen soon. According to the John, the Cowboys are also considering restructuring the contract of the several defensive linemen, including Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, and Osa Odighizuwa. If those moves happen, the Cowboys could create an even more cap space. This additional financial flexibility could allow Dallas to pursue several impact players during the free agents. For the team that missed the playoff in a consecutive season, making aggressive long-term improvements has become a major priority. The philosophy behind these structures is very clear. The Cowboys are essentially trading future financial flexibility for the immediate spending power. This strategy allows them to strengthen the roster right now in hopes of the returning to the playoffs contention as soon as possible. It is calculated risk, but it is a risk that many teams across the NFL have taken in order to rebuild the competitive roster. One of the biggest questions facing the Cowboys this offseason involves the star kicker Brandon Aubrey. Aubrey has become one of the most reliable kickers in professional football. His powerful leg and incredible accuracy made him one of the most valuable special teams players in the league. Because of his outstanding performance, Brandon Aubrey is now seeking for long-term contract extension that would make him one of the most highest paid kickers in football history. Reports suggest that Cowboys already offered Aubrey a historic contract proposal. That offer reportedly exceeds to the $6.4 million annual salary that the Kansas City Chiefs gave to their star kicker Harrison Butker. However, Brandon Aubrey and his representative are believed to be seeking an even larger contract that could be worth of around $10 million. Negotiations between the Cowboys and Aubrey have been ongoing since before last season began. Both sides appear interested in reaching an agreement, but financial terms must still be finalized. If the Cowboys can complete an extension before the start of the free agents on March 11th, they will eliminate the possibility that other teams attempt to sign Aubrey away from the Dallas. If negotiations do not result in agreement quickly, the Cowboys still have other options because Aubrey is a restricted free agent. Dallas can use tender offers to maintain control over his rights. These tenders could potentially cost the Cowboys up to the $8 million for one season, but they would help ensure that Aubrey remains with the team. Another important storyline involves wide receiver George Pickens. The Cowboys recently placed a franchise tag on Pickens, which grants that they maintain his rights for the upcoming season. However, both player and the organization would prefer to reach a long-term contract agreement if possible. If George Pickens and the Cowboys can finalize a new contract, Dallas could form one of the most explosive receiving duo in the entire league. Pairing Pickens with CeeDee Lamb would give Dak Prescott two elite targets capable of making game-changing plays. Such as combination could dramatically improve the Cowboys' offensive production. However, The situation with Pickens is not completely certain. Some reports suggest that Cowboys may also consider trading him if the right offer become available, because the franchise tag placed on Pickens is non-exclusive. Other teams have the opportunity to